with a 13-10 fourth quarter comeback win. The Browns scored all of their points in the final 3 minutes and 38 seconds of the game to snap an 8-game losing streak dating back to last season. Cleveland's rookie kicker Andre Smith booted a 55-yard field goal as time expired to give them the win. Take a listen to Micah Parsons, though, on the crushing loss.
This is all part of adversity. Undefeated seasons, like, they're hard in the NFL. Like, let's be real. And sometimes, just like today, to bed. That's just the reality of it. Like, it happens to the best teams. You know what I mean? Even the best Super Bowl champs make mistakes, and they pay for it early.
Micah said it right there. Sometimes you just make a little bit of a mess. Woody, what do you make of Micah Parsons' comments after the game?
I don't know. Maybe I haven't been in the Belichickian thing, I don't like none of that.
You dipped in the flag, you dipped in the cloud.
I don't like none of that, man. I don't like none of that, man. Like, we talking, he mentioned undefeated season, Super Bowl. Like, bro, what have you won? You haven't won anything yet. Like, let's keep the main thing the main here. I think this is my problem with it, Amina, is this. Okay, you go out here week one, you smash the lines. Your debut in Green Bay, smashing success. The next week you're in primetime, you beat the Washington Commanders. Mm-hmm. Then all of a sudden, week 3, you visit the lowly Cleveland Browns, and y'all put up a stinker against the Cleveland Browns. And you just wonder, like, are y'all reading your own press clippings? You smelling yourself here? Like, what's going on in that locker room? Because he's not the only one that was mentioning, like, undefeated seasons and stuff like that. So what's really going on in the locker room?
Yeah, we're a week from the comment from Rasheed Walker that says we have what it takes, or something along the lines that we could be an undefeated team. Like, hey, bro, like slow down. Slow down. Jamie Foxx starred in the movie, but it's just not a movie, it's a saying. Any given Sunday. And any given Sunday, every single Sunday, you need to show up to play. I think these guys realize, and everybody's realizing, the Cleveland Browns, bro.
They got some animals on defense.
They got some dogs.
They can very well, and listen to this, they can very well be 2-1 right now. Okay, you lose the first week, not in convincing fashion, but it's like, okay, it could have went this way or that way versus the Cincinnati Bengals. Then you follow up the next week, and Del Pitt is talking, and everybody's talking. It's like, hold on, y'all still Cleveland. But they did hold King Henry up under 30 yards rushing, so it's like, okay. Then you follow it up this week with playing a good Green Bay team, a hot Green Bay team, and then they come back and shut that down. So it's like, okay, the Cleveland Browns got something. If they can generate enough offense, their defense is championship type, okay? But at the same time, it's like, all right, Micah, let's keep the main thing. You know what I'm saying? And then let's not get distracted, about all the he say, she say things that can be cancerous.
Yeah. Stephen A. Micah Parsons talking about undefeated seasons and doing things in the bed. What's your reaction to his comments after the game?
Well, we just, certain people need to be drug tested earlier than later. And that would be him. I mean, that's really what it comes down to when you talking that kind of talk, because Jordan Love's your quarterback. And when you talk about somebody wet in the bed, I'll use my word, not his, that Jordan Love is good for that on a couple of occasions, if not more than that, during the season. Remember last year, from weeks 11 to 15, Jordan Love was playing lights out. He looked absolutely spectacular. His quarterback rating was at about 107. And then over the last couple of weeks of the season in the playoffs, it dipped precipitously to about 92. As the season waned, as the pressure mounted, he wilted. And that's what we're talking about. We're looking at a Jordan Love that we all know is ultra talented. The brother can play. He's very, very skilled. When you think about what you had in Brett Favre, and then after that, Aaron Rodgers, for him to be that successor to somebody like that, there's no shade on him whatsoever. He's worthy of it in terms of his talent. But his nerves in moments that count, when pressure mounts, is what you're looking for. And you've yet to really, really see that from him on a consistent basis. And that's what we're talking about here. Their leading receiver yesterday was Josh Jacobs, who's supposed to be your running back, who couldn't run for more than 30 yards. He had 5 receptions for 44 yards. I'm sorry, Matthew Golden, the rookie, had 52 yards. That was your leading receiver. Now, we can point to Cleveland and its defense being legit, no doubt about that. But you're the Green Bay Packers, and everybody's talking about a potential Super Bowl, how the arrival of Micah Parsons made you the best team in the NFL, and you're going into Cleveland, you're going on the road to Cleveland against Joe Flacco and Njoku and these boys, and you couldn't score more than 10 points to help your defense out. If you're the Green Bay Packers offense, I'm just saying that, you know what, that's not an accident. That's a concern that we've had about Green Bay coming into this. Once they acquired Micah Parsons, we weren't nearly as worried about their defense as we were about Green Bay's offense, because we always find ourselves asking, what is Jordan Love going to do? And after week 3 has been completed, not really completed because you still got a game tonight, but the Sunday, week 3 has been completed, we still find ourselves asking those same questions about it.
Yeah, the Packers set to face the Cowboys next week, and I'm sure Micah Parsons will have a little bit of extra juice in that matchup as well. The Steelers improved, though, to 2-1 behind a strong defensive effort and a 21-14 win at the Patriots on Sunday. Pittsburgh forced 5 turnovers in the win, their most takeaways in a game since 2022. Aaron Rodgers threw for 2 passing touchdowns, eclipsing Brett Favre for the 4th most passing touchdowns in NFL history. Plus, he threw a second go-ahead passing touchdown in the 4th quarter this season. Stephen A., I'll start with you. Does the success of the Steelers hinge on Aaron Rodgers or on their defense?
It hinges on everything. The Steelers don't look good. I'm not impressed with them at all. I think it's a miracle that they're 2-1 on the season thus far. They're 30th in total offense. They have no running game to speak of, ranking 31st, averaging 2.8 yards per carry this season. That's on offense. And on defense, albeit because of injuries to some degree, they're 28th in total defense and 27 against the run. So you have a coach in Mike Tomlin, who all of us love and revere, that has been known because of the day he was introduced as the Steelers' new head coach, 18 years ago. He said, the bottom line is this: run the football, stop the run. Run the football, stop the run. And the standard is the standard. Well, the standard hasn't been met because they haven't won a playoff game since 2016, and they can't run the football and they can't stop the run. And so why would I be excited about what I'm seeing from them? I'm very, very worried right now. They got to get their act together. They were lucky to beat the New England Patriots yesterday. They were up 14-0. I watched the game from start to finish, and to me, there were so many. If New England had protected the football more, they would have won this game. I'm not excited about what I'm seeing from the Pittsburgh Steelers, to say the least. I'm just not.
Which one is it for the Pittsburgh Steelers?
It's definitely Aaron Rodgers playing the part. Because let's play a game of what if, all right? What if Aaron Rodgers does play good and the Pittsburgh Steelers play bad? You still have a chance. All right, what if Aaron Rodgers plays bad and the Pittsburgh Steelers play good? You have no chance. All right, you see what I did right there? That right there gives you all the information that you need to know. Aaron Rodgers is playing the game as much as he can do as far as affecting it, and I've said it ad nauseum. He does not have amenities. He does not have a running game that really can give him the opportunity to allow him to shine when he needs to the most. When you see guys like, DK Metcalf making these type of plays, that's impressive, all right? But when it comes down to real good teams, is that going to be enough? I don't think so, but it still starts and finishes with Aaron Rodgers playing the type of football that he's playing right now.
Yeah, I'm going to go to the defensive side of football. Yeah. Okay, remember what the objective is. The Pittsburgh Steelers didn't make all these moves just to get to the playoff.
Right.
They made this move with the intention of we're contending for a Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. How in the world do you expect to contend for a Super Bowl with your defense playing as badly as they're playing right now? This is not the Steelers' way. One thing we know about Aaron Rodgers, we know he's all-time great. One thing he's going to do, Aaron Rodgers has all throughout his career has always protected the football. So he's going to give you a chance in that aspect alone. But with your defense playing the way that they're playing right now, they don't have a snowball chance in hell of being a contender, in the AFC. I can tell you that right now. All of these big name, high-priced people on their defense, and you're sitting basically in the cellar of total defense. That's a bad sign. I'm worried about, here's what I worry about the Pittsburgh Steelers, their age. They got big names, but they're old. And when you're old, and Cam, you know,
second oldest team in the league.
Football's a young man's game. When you old, you tend to fall off. You fall off a cliff real fast. So I worry about that with the Pittsburgh Steelers, particularly on defense.
I'm gonna tell you what I'm worried about too. Cam, you could appreciate this, because you're a physical specimen. You know who else is? So is DK Metcalf. Where the hell is he at? I know it was TD. I saw TD yesterday. I got that. But 3 receptions for like 32 yards, something. I need more. I need more from DK Metcalf. I'm looking at it right now. In these 3 games, he's got 10 receptions for 135 yards. Do you notice that there's always some big play on a little screen to him? But finding him downfield, that's been relatively absent. I'm very concerned about that. I'm wondering, did the Steelers make a mistake by letting George Pickens go and letting him head to Dallas instead of having him on the opposite side of the field so you don't have enough defenders keying on DK Metcalf so he could get loose? I don't know the answer to this question right now, but I know that I expected to see more activity, more production from DK Metcalf than I have seen.
Yeah, I mean, there's no denying that DK Metcalf needs to tighten up and show up. But this is the thing. Is he one-dimensional? Is he a one-dimensional receiver where you just put him on the outside and just allow him to just beat the cornerback up? Well, the game has changed, right? Well, we're used to a guy like Aaron Rodgers having guys like Devontae Adams, right? That you can put him anywhere on the field outside of the backfield, right? And he can really be effective. Now, can DK do that? And that's where you have to really dig in your receiver bag and say, hey, bro, like now I have to change, the style of play, still staying physical, might I add, but change the style of play where I need to understand the nuances of the position. Does DK have that in his bag to shift? Now, does he have all the skill set of the physicality, the look? Yes. But when you start saying the statistics that you're seeing from a guy like DK, I mean, he's a red zone threat. I mean, he's a Mike Evans reincarnated kind of guy that can be, and we seen that yesterday with the TD. But man, bro, like you only got that, and we're approaching the 4th game?
Well,
what are we doing?
Listen. Jaylen Warren can catch passes out of the backfield. We know that. We've seen that, okay? He already has about 111 receptions for 142 yards in the season thus far, okay? If you look at DK Metcalf, what we got to look at is the Steelers personnel as well. Calvin Austin III might not be the answer. You got the answers at the tight end spot in Freiermuth and Smith. So what you need is an additional receiver, and maybe having that additional receiver who's a bona fide threat opposite side of DK Metcalf will take some of the pressure off of folks loading the box and limiting the Steelers to under 3 yards per rush. Maybe that'll open up the running game a little bit more. I don't know. But you got to do something because based on what we're seeing first of all, I don't think their defense looks that great, even though they came over with big plays yesterday, big turnovers when it really, really counted, and they sacked Drake May 5 times, so give credit where credit is due. But I still need to see more from the defense, to be quite honest with you. But they got injuries to pour in others to explain away some of their doldrums. Offensively, this is supposed to be who you are, and who you are has not been impressive at all offensively outside of the opening day game against the New York Jets. And so that's how I'm looking at it. I think they may need more help at the wide receiver spot, guys. That's how I'm looking at it.
Yeah, it was ugly, but it was the Steelers' first win at the Patriots since 2008, so it's been a long time since they won in Foxborough. Let's make some money moves because ESPN Bet is here to get you.
Throwing from the gun, here's Patrick. He's got it at the 7. And he will get into the end zone. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, Chiefs. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs will take a 7-0 lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Deebo Samuel going to get a chance to return it. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Here come the 49ers, and they are led by Brock Purdy. You know the story, taken last in the 2022 draft. The last 2 seasons, he has led the Niners deep in the playoffs, and it's his 3rd season, Greg, as the QB for San Francisco.
Mr. Irrelevant. Well, I think it's safe to say, Mike, he has been anything but irrelevant since arriving in the NFL, and he is living proof. It doesn't matter if you're drafted 1st overall, or in his case, with the very last pick. What does matter is what you do with the opportunity once it's given to you. Nothing real flashy about his game. He simply gets the job done, and that's exactly what his team is counting on him today over these next 60 minutes.
He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Third and 5. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Able to get loose after the catch for more yardage. That'll be a pickup of 21.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Purdy. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Again in the air for Purdy. Has his man, it's Samuel. And he will score. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Now Jake Moody for the extra point. It's up and good. And the 49ers come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. But dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10.